Hi everyone, this is Nick from Tea Stop. Join us for tea time this summer with an iced matcha. So today we're going to need the following equipment. We're going to need a tea bowl, a matcha scoop, a bamboo whisk, a matcha sifter, and our AAA grade organic matcha. Sift 2 matcha scoops of the matcha into your tea bowl. The reason why I am sifting the matcha into the matcha bowl right now is because where I'm from is always humid, so it doesn't matter really if you already sift your matcha into your container, it's still gonna clump up because of the humid weather. So always best for a good measure to sift your matcha when you put it into your bowl. Doing this will ensure that the matcha will be smooth and will be free of clumps after we whisk it. Our next step is to get the hot water ready. So I'm going to use 70 milliliters of water, boiled water at that. It's 75 degrees Celsius. The instrument that I'm using in this video is called a hisaku. It's a bamboo ladle. It's also important to use filtered water if you don't have access to spring water. The reason why I'm using filtered water is because in my city, all the town water is hard water, which isn't very good to make tea with. The water filter that I'm using is a Philips water filter and heater, so I recommend getting one of those for yourself. So the next part we're going to do is just add some water. We're not going to add all our water yet. We're just going to use this water with our whisk to break up all the lumps and clumps of our matcha to just make sure it's really smooth. Now we're going to add our rest of our water. And we're just going to give it a bit of a whisk. It's just a back and forth motion. It's not a stirring motion. And it's not like you're whipping eggs. This is just purely just back and forth. And what we're looking to do is just to bring some air into the matcha and make it light and fluffy. And also to break up all those bits of matcha to make a smooth product. We're going to add a little bit more water in. And we're going to whisk a little bit harder to just get more air into it. It's important to make sure this is nice and airy because we're just drinking it by itself. This is going to just create a nice, fluffier, smoother texture when you're just drinking your matcha. So we're almost finished with our whisking, and see how we're getting a bit more of a finer bubbles on the top, like a nice little smooth crema. Now, I get some people who say, why can't I just use one of those electric whisks, the little metal ones? The problem is that, first of all, they run out of batteries. And also, they're just not going to get that nice crema that you're going to get from a bamboo whisk. Bamboo whisk will always beat an electric one. So our next part that we're going to do is I'm going to get a chilled coupe glass from the freezer. Now I chose a coupe glass is because it looks very similar to a matcha bowl. So we're going to grab some ice, chuck that in there, because we've mixed up our matcha hot. So we want to chill it down for a good summer's day. So a good amount of ice. And our next part, we're going to pour our matcha over the top. Make sure you get every drop. And as you can see, it's nice and green and fluffy. And that's what you want. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you make a nice iced matcha with our AAA grade matcha. So next time when it's nice and hot out, you can enjoy yourself with iced matcha in a chilled coupe glass. Look all fancy. Have a good tea time.